Want to be able to crush your friends in one-on-one? Coach Jesse Mincher with Get Handles. Today I'm going to show you some simple ways to destroy your defender playing one-on-one. Okay, let's imagine you're my defender, you just checked me the ball. Very first thing I need to make sure I do is I keep a hold of the basketball. Don't overuse your handles. I know this channel is Get Handles, but holding onto the basketball, especially on one-on-one, is going to be so effective for you because it's going to allow you to go into a lot of different things really quickly. So my strategy that I almost always use from the get-go is I'm a lefty, so I'm going to use this left foot to jab to either try to blow by my defender, or I can jab out to make them think I'm gonna go by them and take a shot. Now the key is how you do this. So if you're a righty, you would wanna do the same thing, just flip it around to the right side. But the key on it is that you're really explosive with whatever you do. And what I mean by that is, if I'm here and I'm gonna go to the basket, I wanna be able to get to the basket in one quick bounce. That was like my main thing I'd always work on, because sometimes I play one-on-one with guys that are like 6'6", 6'8". So they were tall and could block shots, but I could finish around the rim past them because I used my speed to get past them. And getting to the rim from the three-point line in one bounce is one way to make sure you're doing that. The other thing that's gonna allow you to do by holding the basketball is, boom, go quickly into your shot, right? It's gonna take a little bit longer from a dribble to gather it and go into that shot. But if you're holding the ball, not only can you get to the basket in a hurry, but you can also go into that shot. So I'll get my defender in the mentality of thinking I'm either gonna go this way or they gotta close back out on me here for the shot. So boom, boom, straight lines here, right? So I'll just jab in, kind of that Carmelo Anthony type of thing. And sometimes one other thing I'll do is I'll keep the ball way down low here, because a lot of times if you got bigger defenders or just defenders in general, they don't like to play down here with their hands down low. So I'll keep the ball down here almost between my legs, and I'll take big long steps like this so they think I have a chance of getting past them with this step. If I get this foot past their foot, I know I'm going, I'm taking off. If they do react, boom, I just step back in and now I created space for a jump shot. So a lot of easy things just by keeping in mind some of these tips and being explosive with that dribble to the basket and being quick with that shot. Okay, so I got my defender thinking this way, right? Either shoot or drive. So now you could throw something unexpected in the mix. Now you start going the other way. So what I would do for that, again, is I could come from here, take this step out, and then from there I can make a direction change with a crossover, or even ripping the ball across and going into my drive. Or I can come from one of these, come upright, and if they close out and they're too far to this side, then I can drive this way. So you get them kind of in the mentality of thinking this way, this way, this way, this way, and then when you finally throw in going the other way, it's gonna throw them off guard. It could be from a pump fake or even stepping out and then coming back upright and then going here. One other thing to keep in mind is maybe sometimes I'll even take this step out, take a dribble just to cover a little more ground this way to make them think big time that I'm coming this way like always, and they know I cover all that ground in that one dribble, so they're gonna take off. Then boom, hit them with the crossover. If you're finding these tips helpful so far, make sure you hit that like button. Let's try to get this video to 2,000 likes. Okay, now I got my defender thinking this way. Now I'm also throwing this way in the mix. So what I'm gonna do from there is kind of start messing with their head a little bit more, giving them more shimmies, just kind of shaking the shoulders, taking little steps, right? Bigger steps. Not even like completely big jab steps, just kind of messing with them, right? Moving the ball quick, coming down here, just playing around, moving the ball, shaking my shoulders, all that to make them think, which way am I gonna go? A lot of times what you can get from that is if you do a couple of these and then give them one of those big fakes, you'll get them to go flying one way and then it'll be obvious which way to go. Or you'll get them to jump back and it'll be obvious that you have a jump shot. But sometimes even just those little fakes, shimmying your shoulders will be enough to get the defender to move. Sometimes they're just overreactive because you are able to explode to the basket so quickly and get there one dribble that they're gonna jump on things a lot more. The other thing to keep in mind is sometimes these shimmies, if you do enough of these, they'll just freeze up. They won't quite know what to do. And then from there, you could just blow by them or take the shot because they don't wanna try to bite on any movement you're doing. Now you have easy shots because they're just gonna like stand still so they don't look foolish or make the wrong move. Real quick, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what else you want to see from the channel. I've been getting a ton of ideas from you guys from the comments. Last thing I would probably pull out is if sometimes you get a defender that'll play you tight or they'll be close enough to where you can get, your footwork to where their feet are. So this is their 2 feet. What I'm gonna do is what I just did there. I call it the punch step. You're gonna push your foot right in between their legs. Okay, now if you're a defender, especially if you're a guy, you're gonna like jump back. You don't wanna get hit there, or you don't want the offensive player to run into you, right? You're gonna probably give them a little space. Even if it's a physical defender, if they see you starting to come in on them there, that's trouble. And if there is a little bit of contact, usually one-on-one's a little bit more rough, so they're probably, not gonna call a charge if you bump them a little bit. That's gonna create a little bit of separation with that contact. So either way, odds are they're gonna jump back. Now, sometimes they might jump back more directly back, so you could take that jump shot, but sometimes they'll maybe jump a little bit to one side or the other, and then from there, again, go back to your first options of driving this way or driving the other way. Some key tips on it though is make sure that step is quick and aggressive. You lean your shoulders into a little bit, and make sure you put the ball back a little bit while you're doing that so they can't get their hand on the ball so easily. Also, make sure you're strong with the basketball. Grip those fingers into the basketball strong. That goes for pretty much everything we're talking about in this Crushing Defenders one-on-one video, but especially for this punch step, because you have to really get in tight to them. So if you're not strong with the basketball, a lot of defenders will try to slap that away from you. If this video helped you out, make sure you click that subscribe button and get on that notification squad if you're on a mobile device by clicking that little bell icon so you catch the newest videos the second they come out. And if you want to destroy defenders off the dribble, make sure you click this link right here. That's a workout that's going to show you how to be absolutely deadly with your handles so you can do exactly that, destroy defenders. Also, make sure you check out this video. You'll probably like that one too, and check out this one. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more and make moves today.